Welcome back to MJL 3764, collecting Elvis on compact disc. Today I thought I'd do a video just featuring compact discs, as I do have quite a few compact discs of Elvis as well as vinyl. That doesn't mean to say there'll be an end to the vinyl videos, plenty of vinyl videos to come up. I just thought I'd like to mix it up a little bit and start to show some of the CDs. So this first video on CDs will be about the double features. These were issued in bulk. The first four were issued in 1993. The next three were issued in 1994. And the final three were issued in 1995. So that's 10 CDs over a 2-year period. And this was to cobble together the movie soundtracks. Now this doesn't cover all the movie soundtracks. Most fans know Elvis made 33 films, excluding That's the Way It Is and Elvis on Tour, these 31. These CDs cover 24 movie soundtracks. So you're missing 7. The 7 you're missing were probably left out on purpose because they're standalone sellers. They sold very well on their own. They would be Love Me Tender, which was an EP, Loving You, Jailhouse Rock, which was originally an EP, King Creole, GI Blues, Blue Hawaii, and the really not a soundtrack Tickled Me. So they're the 7 that are missing. So all in all, very nice to have. Now I have criticised these in the past, which we'll get into a little bit later. So let's have a look at the CDs. We'll go in the order they were issued. So the very first one was this one, gathered together the EP, Kid Galahad, and the LP, Girls, Girls, Girls. As you can see, these CDs are all the original CDs with the sticker Elvis in the 90s. Unfortunately, what made their way into record stores a little while later was the Elvis Presley collection, the box set, the 50 CD box set, which when it was issued I really couldn't afford. It was very expensive at the time, and to be honest I still don't own a copy of the Elvis Presley collection. The 50 CD box set, I'm sure you know the one I mean, the one with the That's the Way It Is box. Unfortunately it didn't sell very well, probably due to the price, so a lot of dealers did open up the box and issue the CDs in their shops separately. So you got a blue border around here and you've got a number here which said the number of the CD in the box, which I think was pretty poor really. They belong in the box. They've all got random numbers on them if you bought them. So no, these are the originals which I did buy at the time. I believe I paid, I think it was $11.99 for these, which I think the going rate for CDs at the time was about $13.99. They were a little bit cheaper, but not much. And again, that's the shop that I bought them from. Maybe some of you guys out there paid a little bit more or a bit less for them. But this is the first one. This runs for 48 minutes and does feature some bonus. So that was good. Very good release, this first one. Like this one a lot. That's what the backside looks like. Now for the first time we had Kid Galahad now in stereo. So that was great to have at the time. You also got slightly longer versions of King of the Whole Wide World with the saxophone solo at the end, which I think was out before this. I think that was already out. I Got Lucky with the longer intro, a whistling tune with a longer intro. And I'm pretty sure Home Is Where the Heart Is sounds different to me. As usual, I should have listened to it. It's a long time since I've heard these. So I'll have to check that one out. I believe it sounded different to me at the time. And you've also got a few little snippets on the end of Girls, Girls, Girls. You've got a short version of Mama, Thank You Little Moonbeams, Girls, 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 the end title version, and Plantation Rock, which we already had. But it's nice to have it on here. So a very, very good release, I thought. This first CD, which looks like that. And let's take a quick look at the booklet. And here's the booklet. It looks like this. Forward there about Elvis's making films. Information about the film Kid Galahad. Girls, Girls, Girls. The actors and actresses. Some pictures from both films. And some recording data and information. And a list of all Elvis's films. So, very good start to the series. Second disc up there is It Happened at the World's Fair and Fun in Acapulco. This one clocks in at 49 minutes. Track listing on the back. As you can see, unfortunately, not a lot of extras on this one. Only the film version of One Broken Heart for Sale. That's the only extra you get in this. And of course the bonus songs from Fun in Acapulco are also missing. You just have the film songs. And that's what it looks like inside. Now the sound on this, the sound quality I thought was very good, as was this one. I mean, this was the first time we had Kid Galahad in stereo, so sound quality on this was perfect, very good, and also this one. In fact, the first four, I believe, were very good. It was only when we come to the next three where I seem to have a bit of an issue. So let's continue on. Viva Las Vegas and Roustabout is up next, and this one runs for 51 minutes. It's the longest running CD in the series, and it ties with this one, Kissing Cousins, Clam Bake and Stay Away Joe, which is a triple feature actually, not a double feature. There's two more in the series like that have 3 films on them. Obviously not as many songs. So that runs for 51 minutes also. So that ties with this one. This has the English title, Loving Las Vegas, although I always call it Viva Las Vegas after the title song. And in the US this one's got a different cover on this one. Not sure now, thinking if any of the others are different. I know this one is definitely a different cover in the US. But nice to have. This was the first time we had Viva Las Vegas soundtrack officially all together as one album. The 12 tracks all put together, so that was really good to have at the time. And it's in stereo. Another good release, this one. I won't take the booklets out. With my arthritic hands, we'd be here all day. But they're all pretty much the same as the first booklet. I showed some information about the film, some information about the songs, and some pictures from both the films. And the CDs look like that. And the back side is like that. So nice to have Viva Las Vegas as an album. It's criminal that that wasn't an album originally. It's such a good soundtrack, great songs on there. So nice to have. No real bonuses on this one either. As I say, it does run for 51 minutes. They probably thought they were giving you enough. There is a little extra at the end of Carney Town, about an extra 3 seconds. Whoopee. But again, a good release for its day. I can't harp on enough about for its day. I was telling this to somebody recently about the Camden albums who said they're just a joke, blah blah blah. But if you were there in the 70s, even though they were a hodgepodge release and you can't really make any sense out of them, if you was a young fan in the 70s for 99p, nice glossy cover, they were excellent releases. But you won't get it unless you were living around that time. And it's the same with these. I mean, these are dwarfed by FDD now, obviously. But at the time, these were very good releases to get. So I was very happy with this one. Also, great release. Moving on now, it's release number 4. Harem Scarum and Girl Happy. Again, we've got the English title, Harem Holiday, but I always call it Harem Scarum. And Girl Happy. This one runs for 47 minutes. Now, as most fans know, Harem Holiday had such a dry sound to the soundtrack, even though it wasn't even recorded on the soundstage, it was recorded actually at RCA. It's got a very dry sound, which unfortunately hampers this soundtrack. It does sound a lot better on here, and most people that know me know that I do actually like Harem Holiday, or Harem Scarum, the film and the album. There's the back side. You can see they've kept Animal Instinct and Wisdom of the Ages on here, even though they were bonus songs, but they were slated for the film, and we do know that Animal Instinct was actually filmed. Love to see that one day. That was filmed when they were staying in the tents just before Elvis took the drink with the drug in it. That was filmed around that time, Animal Instinct, so that's definitely on film somewhere. And probably Wisdom of the Ages as well, so hopefully one day, instead of getting a movie with some actor playing Elvis, we might actually get to see Elvis. Right, You'll Be Gone is obviously not on here as it was recorded a couple of years earlier and didn't have anything to do with the film, so they decided not to put that on there. Although this one runs for 47 minutes, I would have liked to have seen the Girl Happy slow version. We had World's Fair, we had One Broken Heart for Sale, and we had You're the Boss on here, which were featured on these Collector's Gold. So this does feature the Girl Happy, the slow version, or the original tempo version if you like. So it would have been nice to have added that one to this one, but they didn't do it. Just a minor gripe. Would be nice to have both versions of Girl Happy on there. Quick look at the CD. Another good release, and yeah, very good, 10 times better sound for Harem Scarum. I hope you're enjoying this look at the double features series. We're running near the 15-minute mark now, so I think we'll have to do a part 2. So until part 2, just remember, while there's music, life's no waste.